Mani Mahama. Omangana yine frau. Sabra biem. Be fire nkobo sha asase no so. If you say why ye bida. Hey. Bejiyen. Jame bejiyen. Bejiyen. Jama me bejiyen. If you say whoa ni gaso. Gana sibro. Bejiyen, Jomahame Bejiyen, hey, Bejiyen, Jame Brana Bejiyen, oh, Mame bro, Bejiyen, oh, Bejiyen, Gana yesi opinion, that's what you know. The son say you need a piano. Unkutona bet me and GA. And the true bush assassin. So Betty, John Mahame Betty, Jame Betty, if he say, this is it, bro, Nabeji. Oh my God, I see one, Jame, Nabe.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change.
Mama, I'm sorry.
Let us rise for a change. A vote for Mahama is a vote for Ghana. Ghana needs the best man. Rise for a change. Naneman Sakia.
Time yaki, mama, I'm sorry.
Omadeshe, Mimobia Kwaba, Mimobia Joe, Eba, NDC 360. Senia Munina Munim, where you made use from Kukra. NDC Amanyuku, Yasheshe, and Ukoda Numribia, Yade Bremo. Na ye faso de church, Yasheshe pa, and in the pa. Yura, Srim Sejata, John Dramani Mahama, O2 Frankama, NDC Amanyuku, Owoma, Omai Ghana. A hasso, and on some way could tree babre mine. Efa mamu bonia, a coso ye my Ghana mua. A day a which then ya benidia beto yansono. Ye fan Marco se achichedia nanti a chirimu, ma abofra kra etiasie. This is the 8th edition. On the 7th edition, na metia minechi kakrentina miniha. And one of my deputies in whom I'm well pleased, Malik Basinteli, sat in for me. And wow, what a show it was. Kudos to Malik, kudos to Honorable Minta Kando for that brilliant presentation. And before he said, about the health sector. And that was not the last time, I mean, you were seeing Malik Basinteli and Honorable Minta Kando on the show. You're going to be seeing more of them. Malik will be sitting in for me, and many others will be sitting in for me anytime I'm not around. And so I salute them for standing in and for doing that great service to God and country. And on this 8th edition, what are we talking about? On Moment of Truth editorial, we are talking about Ghana's energy sector. The energy sector, omaino ejina mahoden ho nhyehyeye, petrol ho nhyehyeye, ene Ghana hefana ejina. Yewura Mahama ne NDC amanyoko ye firi akonya so na etesen. Hefana ye de omeye nyina mahoden ho nhyehyeye no ekogina ye na ye de share MPP for nsa. Now where are we now? What are the causes? Are we in doomsor or we are not in doomsor? And if we are in doomsor, how do we get out of doomsor? But more importantly, what is the policy of the NDC led by the visionary nation builder John Dramani Mahama to fix the mess we have in our ailing energy sector? And to do justice to this topic is none other than my very good brother, the Honorable Member of Parliament for the good people of Yape Kusego, ranking member for the Parliamentary Select Committee on Energy, John Jenapo Ofiha, and there woni ebedi nkomo na wa church mu. Unim say about power sector. He is one of our finest and best brains. I will be nyan to boase na wa serve here with the truth and nothing but the truth on the Moment of Truth editorial. Yewie Moment of Truth editorial abusuafo yenwie on NDC and you today. Yes, sounds why jebre near the nkomo about the Mahama 24-hour economy policy. Policy na ene atene na nipa be amagana mabunu bebre na omani etutu aka wonsam omunya adwuma ani daso no. Yes, sounds what chrim is answer. It is a policy that matters. Enye daba akopeni edi bedi hu nkomo. Mpenyin se abaso ba na mbe japai enu made in addition ye ne honorable Erikupuku kan wasem ene mesans wa jebra chirichirim na wa went to me ahwe made in addition no and I still why be mu ye okesene about the policy no went to me atiase ewi a ye beje bre ne ahwe the NDC position on the free SHS policy is answer ya no monam omamusa abato bre ba beso omuguso edi atoro. So we will get time and talk about that. Nanka ore advert aye na ha na wasn't KDC but no ye fancy what today is power packed action-packed show. By popular request, we'll be dealing with a trending matter about the so-called Dubai Hotel Sagabia. Nipa bonifobi, atrofobi, akushifobi, chan trofa honsel mo person mo de for the era John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. By popular request, we'll spend a few minutes on that to set the record straight. Because emrena na yetena se we enye ema MPP for tun futuru egu Ghana for ani twa atro gu jo ma so no etwam. This time around we see ye be twa o the throne ba will meet you with the facts. So this is what we'll be doing on the 8th edition. Midi ande same Jamfi NDC amanyoku achia me hene me na midi dwumadie ebre dwumadie we betumi ahwe live on Facebook, on our Facebook page NDC 360. Oko X, dodo na friend Twitter, NDC 360 official. It is live there. Oko YouTube, so NDC 360 official. You can watch it live and colored. Tell a friend to tell a friend. that NDC 360 is on. Sami Jenfi is on set. Honorable John Jenapo is ready. And we are coming to serve you with information, facts, figures. And someone, a fact Ghana and Puntu Ghana and Kanko Huan. Ebe Boao, I'm waiting to make an informed choice. Now waiting to vote wisely comes 7th December 2024. Jumedia also sounds we are live on 5 TV stations simultaneously. We are live on TV XYZ. We are live on Wezo TV, Loud Silence TV, Angel TV, and Onuya TV. And a host of other stations, Omada Roma, Omofa Jumedia live. In due course, we will acknowledge all of them. And until Enaya wants to be no wasting of time. Because we are going to talk about the energy sector and especially Dumso. I'm going to show you a video on Dumso. Bana wunya moment of truth editorial and say sipa will be my guest on the set near the Komono Efitiase on the energy sector of Ghana. Here we remember CCI.
Seka se Dumso ba ebese wontiase. Seka se Dumso ba ebeno mo se debi so wanoba jum so jum sabo. Seka se Dumso ba ebese wontiase. Seka se Dumso ba ebeno mo se debi Dumso relay every say aze ejumemo adisemu rehawo maima nanso wanoba jum so jum sabo. Seka se Dumso ba ebese wontiase. Seka se Dumso ba ebeno mo se debi Dumso relay every say aze ejumemo adisemu rehawo maima nanso wanoba jum so jum sabo. Seka se Dumso ba ebese wontiase. Seka se Dumso ba ebeno mo se debi.
This is the moment of truth where we serve you with the truth and nothing but the truth. But you can't catch all that. So today, we are discussing Ghana's ailing energy sector. No krena buying way Eddie Siama Kuntumpu dia about Dumso ne enyinama hode won hwehwe no. Ehun komo ne yebabedi. Yebedi komo na wie no, wo be hun no kre pa ewo ho about mo Kenya na edundum ene Ghana. And to do justice to these issues, the Honorable Member of Parliament for the good people of Yape, Kusaugo, a ranking member for energy, the Honorable John Jenapo. Honorable Mwakwaba.
That's very
Now, to say, Yape for where?
Oh, we are shouldering on. They say water population across 70,000. You know, we are
wow.
It's very, very high.
What is the target for John Mahama in the NDC that you have declared?
So what we're doing is that we want a minimum gap.
Okay.
That is minimum. Should be between 20 and 30,000. The gap, not the vote. Normally I look at the gap.
So we're looking at nothing less than 60%.
Yeah, we're determined. We're determined.
And him say you will deliver the goods. It's a chia ebusianfo amohwe from Yape Kusegu nyina yemobi ajo. Honorable John Jenapo is on. Tell your brothers and sisters say enkomodie yefiti ase honorable today ye pese oboa ye mayeti bi ase
some me da se bebre we dey mamenchia Yape Kusegu for Ghana for nyina senia me ne okan no ene ye behwe energy sector ye kan energy sector eso na ye kan energy sector you different forms of energy, renewable, non-renewable, primary, secondary, commercial, residential, modern forms of energy, conventional energy, bebre. Until normally when you are buying, you come up with what you call energy policy. Energy policy and your principles, programs, and regulations are what share. Now, our energy sector no etintim ye. Until the energy sector of Ghana.
Okay.
Any baby a war, baby bedrians and a year free ho, and a baby as I say energy sector no edda, and a baby a person a day echo. Nti no hwɛ we ye energy sector na se ne na America no ye energy sector wa Ghana ha no ye two main areas ye petroleum sector.
Okay.
Petroleum sector ne ye fango ye two ye no fango no na ye process na ye refine ne dia beda ne diesel petrol kerosene na mu de gugu mu kaa mu nti ne ye petroleum sector ene ye wo ne ye frɛ no power and electricity sector.
Okay.
Ne ye anyina mu nkanea just electricity a and then many one can hear so TV ye adwuma senkenye electricity intimi enye adwuma na petroleum sector no say na me share ye upstream and ye downstream. Upstream ne ba bia ye exploration, appraisal and development. It's a fango no ehye aboase say wo na akopɛ fango no wotu aba no abenoa and a downstream ye wotu awie no wo be carry free ho na wo de aba refinery na wabe process na adane enema ye de beye na ohwe electricity sector no so a normally no ye start free generation ni a transmit ansa ne head abeduru wonche but no ye honde be wo power sector no more because energy sector no eson enye sector ketwa ye ka say ye pense ni nyina mu a
just say the boso
ade be chi
ne part 1
we ye part 1 ye beba part 2
me that's
na part 1 ne de me the emphasis no ebegu electricity sector.
Okay.
Nti se ne be ya ebe ye simple ama obia because sector ne technical nti one breaking ye na one ye ne simple broni beka say becomes monotonous and eye boring nti magire me ho na ma breaking no to the minimum barest level na obia atiase so obeka ye ba power eye 2009 President Mills and President Mahama na 2007 yenya 1 year load shedding and then our software no call akosomo ekobo mpaye say
nsuo u can load shedding
udum so 1 year President Kofu Abreso na wo ma bi musi o you enough capacity you install capacity there be what install capacity nkwan ye adwuma enye adwuma nti wo 2007 na install capacity na 1985 meanwhile your peak demand na 1274 utifrima that means near what reserve margin na margin by 700 megawatts and so no yenya dum so nti utiezo we have in install capacity there be what install capacity adwuma emwa one thing I did 2007 challenge ni buy no fuel challenges fango ya de benua plans ni bi wo ho na ayedada na akoso modam no so ewie nti ni nyina kambo mu a na ma generation no atia ba form nti wonya enough power na wo dia a serve ye ba power so me kaipa honorable otia jey no na minister obey presentation bi your transmission system was overloaded you can't transmission yes lines akasia wo drive wo kwan wo hu no eno na ekeri nkania no na dia ba ye fie eye overloaded that articulator wo load na broso ana atiku a wo dia fa articulator load intimi enko yie yes and losses ye ton nkania na ye nyeska no na dia tua na eno so the problems be brave eba any financial challenges nti sa challenges yi na President Mills and President Mahama ye beto ya na haye pa 2009
okay
and they say ye bibi fa ho nti over the past 8 years no they say fortunately you were NDC 8 years you were MPP almost 8 years nti we can compare apple for apple mangoes for mangoes nti your policy a ye ka say ye beye na ama anyinamunkania no any energy sector no agina yie eye one your petroleum sector anyinamunkania no electricity and petroleum sector no they are related so wo petroleum sector no ya de a that means ubenya fuel now they are there now they are support to the adwini say we would maximize your petroleum sector
okay
na just say ye nyafa anwo no bebre na more importantly gas to power era
okay
anyinamunkania no either say the diesel or the light crude oil or the heavy fuel oil and how the gas ebenwa na nhwehwemu kyerɛ sɛ even in the energy transition no gas no ɛyɛ papapa.
Okay.
In fact sɛ wosɔ kerosene na wode no aduane wɔ stove okay those time kerosene stove ɛne sɛ wode LPG ɛno aduane a hɔ na wobɛhu difference no. Kerosene epu musie LPG deɛ ɛma ɛyɛ egyina yie nti no ɛyɛ bibi a na yɛde yɛsi yɛ ni sɛ yɛde gas ɛbɛba nti no yɛ starte Atuapo gas processing plant ɛno President Mills abrɛso ɛna President Mahama ɛbɛyɛ Sankofa Ginyame field OCTP fields no ɛno no yɛ bibi ɛfrɛ no integrated processing of oil and gas nti yɛde FPSO no kɔsi hɔ Atuapo gas no deɛ wode gas no be free ɛpo no so na wode aba but OCTP field yɛ noa gas no wa na yɛ process gas no na yɛ de lean gas no aba
we no ansa na yɛ papa Atamels na John Mahama ba bɛyɛ no na ebi wɔ Ghana na yɛ
Dabi in fact yɛnyɛ ba mu na yɛni any FPSO na yɛni any gas processing plant
mo ni FPSO no ka kyerɛ mo
yɛ friend no floating production storage and processing unit ɛyɛ ship ayɛ da ɛpo so float nti ɛda ɛpo no so production yɛtimi ɛde process
ɛna ne yɛde yɛ fan wo
no ɛna I store a process bi na yɛde kɔ nti FPSO no nti the only gas na yɛnya ɛyɛ gas na yɛnya from Nigeria and it was very very erratic gas no ɛma sɛ nea ɛyɛ sɛ ɛba no nti yɛ adwin sɛ yɛntimi depending on Nigeria yɛsi yɛn yɛ dai yɛ process yɛ fan wo na yɛnya domestic gas na yɛ process yɛn gas na sama yɛ LPG nti Atuapo gas processing plant no ebe process lean gas but ni ama an auxiliary unit and yɛ de bibi ɛfoa ho na no ayɛ de etimi process LPG sɛ ne yɛ bɛ sɛ nya LPG gas no na yɛ de anoa wɔ fie esan sɛ ne yɛ twa nnua ɛyɛ chako ɛbɛni trees no yɛnya more LPG a ɛbɛboa yɛ yie pa ɛne yɛ sɛ yɛbɛnya a robust resilient efficient transmission system just say sa pylons ana cables akɛseɛ no yɛhyɛ ne kena na egyina yie yɛne kanea bra yɛ fie no woyɛ ne saa reduce technical losses reduce commercial losses bring the operational efficiency eba enkamfo ne sɛ ebema egyina yie etintim yie na sika yɛde hyɛ mu no ɛno so yɛnya ho mfasoɔ the last one is yɛpɛ local content Ghana ne yɛyɛ ne sɛ ne yɛyɛ bia no yɛpɛ sɛ Ghanafoɔ enye mu mfasoɔ nti na me ne wo kasa yi meters are produced in Ghana yɛn time ɛne ɛhyɛ aseɛ poles are produced in Ghana yɛ time ɛne ɛhyɛ aseɛ meters
deɛ ne yɛyɛ ne Ghana NDC abrɛso ne
so wɔn meter yɛde bobɔ ɛyɛ efie hu yɛ ba aban mu ne yɛ kra ne nyinaa wow ne yɛ kra ɛnɛ yɛne electrometer yɛne TND yɛne alpha meters yɛne ɔmo nyinaa yɛ agreement sɛ munse factory no ɛwɔ Ghana ha nti me ne wo kasa deɛ meters ne nyinaa sɛ yɛyɛ wɔ Ghana ha poles yɛne bias and ways mo ne ɔmo kaka ho yɛyɛ poles no wɔ ha cables yɛne tropical cable yɛne Nexan cable yɛne ɔmo nyinaa hyehyɛ
yɛyɛ local content
yɛyɛ ne nyinaa wɔ Ghana under yɛ local content and participation policy just yɛde adwuma no ɛhyɛ Ghana fo nsa na ɔmo atimi employ Ghana fo na sika no aka Ghana ha nti nea yɛyɛ ne sɛ sɛnea mekyerɛ na nyim nkanea no yɛhyɛ aseɛ free generation generation is a yɛkɔakora nkanea no na yɛ maso na yɛ transport and na yɛ evacuate on lines yi ansa na abɛduru fie and a distribution nti ɛyɛ three main sectors generation transmission distribution generation ne day and ne yɛ generators yɛ way but we yɛ generators akɛseɛ nti yɛmfa ne sɛ generator yɛ wɔ fie nketenkete no wokɔ baabi baako sɛ generator bɛyɛ 1000 ɛne aka bɔ mu yɛfrɛ no 1 megawatt na ɛno no ama yɛ enkanea no nti yɛ ne yɛfrɛ no an integrated diversified generation system yɛhu sɛ wode generation no kɔhyɛ baabi baako pɛ a ɛbɛha adwene Send your finance, your free be diversified portfolio no. In the generation sector no so no ultimate diversify. Send you buy we nye na we asum, we nye na we asum, we nye na we asum.
The president mama here no.
Into offer number 1. Calio BSC and Calio Solar. NDC.
Yeah. Solar.
Yeah, solar. And no yeah solar. And a 2. Buidam President Kufo and a chassis. Buidam President Kufo and a chassis. But you buy you be receive over $100 million and you the count. Yeah, commission crown President Mama Fred President Kufo. So omumi no enko commissioner efe. I mean the NDC yeah ni say you be two bibia na se be boa you pushing to nche you som ni akora sisika kora ni be pa aka ho a ni apaka ni aye ni aye awie no ni asa invite you say smez wo na wo hyase bra na ye no mi no ne fe no na ye commission and it was so beautiful. Then Tico ye no combined cycle is a generator no wo ho generator bia wo so a bon se exhaust no the heat kese pa na eba se generator kese se ne se wo don sa ko so exhaust ni ma bon se ehyew the heat no betima trap heat no now the anu nsuo nsuo na ye hye no na generator be a friend steam na say steam no asama wo kane ne bia ka ho eno wo nto petrol nti ne friend no combined cycle no yeah
president mama breso
do mama breso car power we 470 it just for Mumfanche, 470 megawatts. Any of the buyer. Ameri 250. Ameri cried there, and no, a modular plant. A mako 10. Any of the gas na mano. The gas no kofoma. It me do me no. It me do me ensa. It me do me 9. It me do me nsia. It me do me watching. Based on the flow of gas. But tiko we no. Ye be 300 megawatts no. Se gas no kofo ma se udum ni nyina nti ye sheda nya se ye kototo no keke o
what the
ye system
awiade ni insuo die ni generator die ni
sa na gas ni na axa we no axa ne de ye 3 first na 250 270 be ni 370 eno de omu use ne frɛ no heavy fuel oil HFO nti hwe ne ye o Tico combine first na e use light crude oil car power was say use gas. Ameri modular it may change use gas. AXA use heavy fuel oil. And then ya asogli phase 2. Asogli ni car power ni BX solar ni Ameri ni AXA ni. Kese near President Mahama Daurma ye no. Na nyina so tin say it serves a specific purpose and it meets a certain challenge. Abrodi Beka say it gives you diversity, it gives you flexibility, so that you can have operational efficiency and an effective way of delivering President Mahama way any year with generation sector. Yeah, we any say one who generate power no, na transmission no, engine so ye, entintim ye, enye robust, enye resilient ubaboka. Because generation no ho, but then you cannot evacuate it. But aside that, President Mamaka said he wants Ghana to become a net exporter of power. Just and yes, ye nwama ye hu. Ye nwana esunya ya. Di aka no Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, Mali, Benin, Togo, ye bema mu bi.
Wow.
Na mo to. Na mo ye foreign exchange. Ye nya dollars na nye de atwa. Nti in moving to the power export era no. You share that the sikapa share great komu. First, we moved from 161 kV line to 330 kV. Just to say, Bia, no. Now they are also come macho and a swaswa niama. They say the articulator, man diesel and DAF.
And a swak and
a swank and you can evacuate more, reduce losses. And also ensure system interruptions no.
Oh no, I know one or less anymore.
Bulk supply point, $60 million. And you did another $50 million. It's 3 power transformers, Kaswa. You see bulk supply point, BSP, Kesio, transformer Kesie, oh Pokwase. You see another one Kesie, Ewa Kaswa. And you see another one can see for 10 million across Central Box Supply Point. And the Jaika for near GSS cano.
Wow.
We made a 4 and now MCC 4 near GS cano. And year 30 million 330 kVA from Abuaze through Prestia line. And yes, how much $174 million. And also 330 kVA. Say you the free Ghana. From how? Ne amaswa kusi Burkina. And ye yes can free Agence France de Développement. So that project should have been completed in 2018. President Akufo-Addo betwitwa niam bi mu ama a delay up to around 2022. And you see the another line free Bolgatanga all the way to Ouagadougou. Say ye Ghana Kania ni ama Burkina Ouagadougou so Kania. And then we say Gridco, you buy no more losses be. By the time I free about 2016, Gridco we had turned it around. Gridco made a profit of 70 million Ghana cedis. And you can go and check from Gridco on financial statements. Then through the West African Power Pool, no, because of a new no, it put us on a pedestal. You be exported power. Ediako Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina, Mali, Togo, and Benin.
Okay.
Transmission system, no. But the time I hear what transmission system,
wow.
I'm a year.
Okay.
Now, maybe a higher power a distribution sector. Because what generating power, no. What evacuating power, no. Ni na Ghana need you ni wo ye. Ni de ni say was on taper na so. Oplokuno mobile phone enye adwuma and then distribution.
Okay.
And no you are stepping down the power to around 33 and 11 kVA.
And na ECG for you.
And then a friend ECG and Netco.
Netco, okay.
See President Mama when here no. And I say no. Yani America for a bit dinsa was so kese pa. Nti one America for Obama mu, John Kerry mu, Setepe mu, Honorable Kofi Amabu amoni omo edisiani senia efata a eseso na ni nyina nkamfo ne say we succeeded in unlocking $500 million
wow
from the Americans free money a grant yentua one cedi mpo
ya de che
omo de che na president was yemfa ni nyina enhye anyinamankan anim na engina yie
okay
na yen reduce losses no from around 30% to 8%. Your friend ATCC aggregate technical, commercial, and collection losses no. Yeah, it is so boom. Send your beya ebema sector no ejina ye. Na ya ye kaswa juaboso eni asankragwa omo box supply point ye under ECG. Na ya supply $80 million of prepaid meters and our smart meters. A meters and kind of President Mama Bresso, Nuru meter say every day we text message. Na chelsea say ne consume say, utuya say, usika ka say. And yes, I would have joke na all of a sudden shim na enkania na dum. Dinache say a idea ye injection of transformers, prompt and regular payment for critical agencies. Mimi ministry say ye the smart meter be boho. Any year arrangements say hospitals, police service, military, omu nyina yebetria omu enkania. But uden kania no ebi kan hoso no, you have to do what you call increase in access to electricity. Ye ba ban mu na 54% of Ghana and electricity. In 8 years we move it from 54 to 83%.
Hey,
that's about 30% jump in terms of access. So Tama Yefre Bamuno, Ghana was second after South Africa.
The whole Africa.
The whole of sub-Saharan Africa.
In terms of
when it comes to access to electricity. Very ambitious, massive project. You the Wealthy Lamont Mo, you the China Water Mo, you the Hunan, you the Ghana of Wankasa. Extending electricity from 54% to 83%. But more importantly, we turn ECG around. From a loss-making entity in 2016, ECG making profit 725 million cedis. That is the state of the electricity sector. President Mahama Efri Abaimu. Nti Dumso had been banished by the time we were living.
Wow. Near two Dumso na say.
Two Dumso say. Now unia apart from generation, transmission and distribution, no. You will say nkwancha de efe. Ni nyina sika na eden. Ye de ye. Ti esi e peska bi na ye de boa. Na ye legacy debt. Chese from Kwame Nkrumah breso. Eka eda ho nyina ye kan ni nyina bomu. 9.7 billion cedis. And the DBB friend Energy Sector Levies Act, popularly known as ESLA. In fact, that was even the election year. We say Enokura contributing to Ghana for Anto Obama.
Okay.
But sometimes you will dream on mine. You must think forward. Sa levy ba ya Akufo-Addo share boss oba obetwam. Na ESLA no emaye about 4 billion first year.
Okay.
Yeah, the 2017 budget. Go and read it. We left about 400 million in the account.
400 million. Sika
yedija omo account in him.
Okay.
Then, like I said, we succeeded in switching most of our plants, from light crude oil to gas. Because of our trouble gas, here you see any OCTP. Now, a corner is a Ghana for your baby. Your crude oil and your gas. In 2022, President Akufo-Addo Abreso, sa quote here me mai. A free chamber of bulk oil distributors. A self-free chamber of petroleum exporters no. And an upstream petroleum chamber. Ubenya we a free upstream petroleum chamber on report. In 2022, 107.65 BCF of gas was exported from Ghana's oil producing fields. And a power sector no, a use ye. No converted gas no to light crude oil. Senka President Mama, any President Mills, nye gas infrastructure ya. Ki better 20 million barrels of light crude oil.
Wow.
So in place of 20 million barrels, we consume our own domestic gas, 107 billion cubic feet of gas. When you do what we call the conversion factor, you then say, Senka, me to 20 million barrels of consume saying, as against 107, and using the PRC benchmark value, using the WACOC, we made the savings of $1.3 billion in 2022 alone.
Because of a trouble gas.
Because of the gas infrastructure.
That
is it.
Savings. $1.3 billion.
$1.34 billion. And this is official from the upstream chamber. Chamber of Upstream Petroleum Producers, document.
Okay.
And I can make that available.
Okay.
This is a game changer. 1 billion, and then your IMF. You pay 3 billion. For how many years? You might total.
This is almost about $26 million.
$1.3 billion.
Yes.
And I tell you, in 5 years, you pay off the whole.
See, when we say that John Mahama is visionary and a nation builder, among frontiers here, this is the evidence.
Yes, you Akufo-Addo Bell say no, I'm going to export it. This is from Energy Commission.
Okay.
About 3.5. Opa ready 2023 energy statistics official. Exports nini. You export power sa. Tama you start 581 gigawatts. Now we 2018 yenkania no. Tama transmission lines no. Started
yes.
739 exports.
Wow.
Amasa, this is the work of a visionary president who knows baby what they gonna do.
Meaning, not just we a power. The chairman so yes we no yes and the call.
Yes,
my mind how do cotton yes
dollars. Now you hand over.
Na chef sa kesi am yensenzo.
You hand over 3 oil fields. Emma President Akufo-Addo. The Jubilee field, the 10 field, and the OCTP or Jinyame fields. With 3 FPSOs. FPSO Nkrumah, FPSO Atamils, FPSO Kufuor. Let me answer me.
And you are the man.
You are the man.
Yeah, betul say.
You buy betul 0.
Okay.
you hand it 3 way. I'm putting it on record. For the past 8 years, President Akufo-Addo ADN, not even one oil field has been brought on. Not even one. In fact, in 2019, oil production peaked at 179,000 barrels a day. Since 2019, oil is declining. They say are declining by 32%. Oil production. Because almost for being count, near one so kwasa.
Nkrumah FPSO ne dey. We na wo ka FPSO no.
Atamils dey ni.
Atamils dey ni. Okay.
Kwame Nkrumah dey ni.
Eni. Na Akufo dey ni.
President Akufo.
Na je say we na ye beto ye no. Ba ko pe.
No, ya meto bi.
Akufo dey no ya beto.
Ya meto President Akufo dey ye ni esi ye. Atamils dey ye ni esi ye. Kwame Nkrumah
so Akufo only discovered it in commercial quantities. But we
led the process, built the FPSO, and delivered first oil.
Wow.
That is what we did as a government.
And saying na ma Akufo-Addo ne ba wo bia. Na fe honorable na said you okay nyina.
Maza.
E wo mu a. Da na say you wo dum so.
E ho ne e ba no. And what you know? Energy sector levies, 8 years NDC. We got 3.2 billion. 8 years.
Because you're the buyer now the core opposition.
MPP kaso on better so. On buy romantic so. Omo kipie. And almost had two mu. Just say when you hear Mawasia. What's Bono aka ho. So far they are getting 45 billion cedis from energy sector levies alone.
Esla na omo ka
so metwem they are getting 45
Mahama na omo de buy ya ko abeti a ne nya 3.2 billion.
Na 3.2 ko say je bi mam.
400 million.
Yes.
And omo enya 45.7 billion.
Petroleum revenues. I just decided to do USD. That's all convertible cedis there near Menko. Yenya 3.4 billion. President Akufo-Addo nya 7.4 billion. Double. Eurobond. Because from President Mills, President Mahama, 8 years, 3.7. I go for the 11.4 billion. Eurobond. Bank of Ghana financing, 2016, zero financing.
President Mahama
54 billion. Zero, Bank of Ghana. 2022. Over 54 billion.
So the point you're making here is honorable. Mahama sika kakra we no de yes anyema bebreba waboso generation distribution.
That is the point. To compare near President Mahama Nyaye, now compare near President Akufo-Addo Enya, and ask yourself, should we be in this current doom so? Master, there's been some debate, ABCO, doom so, and this is Dr. Baumia. Over 2nd March 2016. Source Adum Online. Mahama deserves no credit for fixing Dumso. Baumia. Straightforward. It is a
na. Inye papa no say omo na affix Dumso.
This way his words. Double standard. You fix it no. Or say you fix it and momo moya baso.
Yes, me producers a catch me
running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud.
So what do producers a catch me say one send me and you report in Kwana na one more dancing video. Producer bo video no. So video no be who say enye na etwa asem bi ato ba wo mi aso. Ono an e ka say Mahama so dum so. Momo my
Doomsday has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement of this government. And so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have.
Producer Bonibie.
Cause of Doomsday, and Doomsday has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement of this government. And so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have. Because of
giving them credit for solving a problem. They say we solve the problem.
Yes. And it's here.
And the
administration deserves no credit for solving the energy crisis known in local parlance as Doomsday. Official.
This is the evidence. What we watch this year.
They say honey away.
They say honey away. Because people want to understand what is happening. Why any
current doom so ya e Ghana no. And I hold the view say President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia, they should be held liable for this current load shedding and doom so you're experiencing. Now, my mouth the reason why I believe so. Maza, your install capacity 5,454 currently. Dependable capacity. Just say a bit my install baby and be say a bit problem. Dependable near you bet me all things being equal.
It is store capacity near Muhammad or the
from A to Z.
Some
we chacha do Tapco, Tico,
Mary, Nina, who are Mary, who Axam, who are Man,
KT, the buyer,
and we have 5,454 megawatts.
Yes. All discounted now, person would dependable any day. But we jump now say any 4,843.
Okay,
4,800. Your peak demand. Just say you consume cry.
You hear
yes. 3,496. Oh, as any 3,496.
By your dependable capacity of 4,800 and something.
More than 1,000.
It just say we have more power.
We can export. We can do everything.
So why the doom so?
Dependable. We're talking of dependable capacity, not install capacity. It's the reasons for the poor performance. First one. Say, currently, we are sharing 500 megawatts. That's what we are doing. 500 megawatts, no?
Sharing, just say.
Just say, you can say here 3,469 now. Even though you were 4,800, no? You're less than 3,000. The difference is about 500 megawatts.
So, see,
you doom Accra. Now, all this technology be a banana. I'm before the war. When you know here, doom dance 1 hour. No more could doom tema 1 hour. No more could doom Kumasi. Pick time no. To doom 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour. 12 no. No load shed.
Where have doom so politics?
You know, cause doom CSC. One more CSC a doom no.
Oh, I feel Matthias.
Ye no kumuni
doom so by this year.
This year month. Doom CSC ba. We have a deficit of 500 megawatts. Now, the main reason you want deficit here, one, second, hope Ghana is bankrupt. Ghana is financially insolvent.
Now, Esla Sikana also 45.
Or more collateralize it, or the beer trade to your pensions, or borrow be a gym, and the Nieko Road Fund also no, or more the capping and realignment law no, a chedi. The hodie, scano, or my not to proma and basa. Now, your gas requirement, you see, because in Kanyano, demand no extra na echo. Population is increasing, machinery and all that. So we require 450 mm scaf. But currently, system need to be produced 390. Until there's a deficit of system. But machines now you toy, you know. President Mama Sheda say you to dual fuel plants. You can't dual fuel gas ni wa light crude oil le be juma. But you need sky the better light crude no. A buying ain't me nyeska no they are too light crude because of serious financial issues. Gas no so air bana a buying to me ntia. Nti wo hwe your system say the gas $600 million.
600 million.
And no year from Jubilee kwa. Only Jubilee. ENI, World Bank my guarantee 500 million. A buying ntia. Joma a draw guarantee na maka 120. A try 120 pay default. Ghana is in default. A kamene. ECG customers omuntime losses yen ko na losses no edda 23% thereabout. And the losses now cost could do 32%.
Are you saying say enyema waboboso in transmission, generation, distribution, oil fails, tax. The edema omunyina bawomi ani akufuado entimi aresu ye
ase. And no my team yeah calculation no a car that was say $3 billion. $3 billion from A to Z pipeline. If you want to clear the pipeline, you require $3 billion to pay for fuel, IPPs, forex losses, and all the other banks. President Mama Bebano, not $3 billion cut at the whole air train. Now, cash waterfall mechanism so abayan kasankasa 1.8 billion cedis omuntua since August. Since August
2023.
Yes. Na obakaya Ameri scandal account ni abedru hey. Ameri nkrofo ibe say $510 million.
Mekai?
So makore negotiate atiso.
Omudi nkrofo bi
Dubai akonum ti. Dubai. Dubai so matiso no. Yehwe na 1.3 billion. Masa wohu 500 million. Ya teso akọ 1.3 da.
Aje se ba omi anko.
Ati se obi a oda fom. Na sebe oba da mpa so. Ye chine so oda mpa so o free to mpa ne so. Oda fom a free to mpa so. Eni enti from 510 to 1.3 billion. This is the state of Ghana's energy sector. PDS scandal. Yan the PDS buy say PDS there. You be better losses no so. And the losses at that 32 ye. Can say what 8%. And I am crofwe. On this sumase. A coffee PDS. A buy na scandal case. Go Ghana ni mas.
When na woka say America for president man say edwuma pension
500 million. Nti America for no say corruption about too much no say scandal from farmer hebie. So they withdrew 190 million. But not just 190. The Americans told us, and this is the catch, we have no immediate plans to work in Ghana again.
Someone pay any money?
No, to compact three and come. Compact three, Ghana come.
Because people don't understand. I told you, in Penisi, Papa so pa mama so, and you know dintia, nemu ni yuntia. And semi honorable General Pomo, ye energy committee members, and this amount for ye started kaya and no President Mahama. I'm for free say politics. Say they won't affect your mind na. Anybody say now the American says and just say sikano cry your twem yam fama mo. But honorable uti asem na work na. Omo pay any money.
No,
it affects all of us NDC MPP. This is what we are talking about.
Now, Same, sure, this is from Energy Commission. You can't ATC losses no no. 2016 na losses in that. So okay, and here be a bedroom.
Hey,
you see the difference from here?
Sure.
This is the difference in terms of the losses. Now, if you have such losses, where 32% of your sales you won't survive.
Nanka losses no so if PDS no man van come baba for now.
Advise you take or pay. Master, AXA expire 5 years. Oma is standing by 15 years. 15 years and take or pay.
Oh no, bunyanto was hana eme de. About 40 years. About 40 years. The honorable General Professor say but that say MPP for bo NDC so bo. Say President Mahama o duabo nkenia no oye ma ne broso dodo ntie ne Ghana ye bo ho ka. Ena honorable General Paul kire say ye chiri kokwa ye ni nimba. Nkenia na President Mahama de ba ye na o mo se abroso dodo enye no. Ne mra so asenke enya na abro so ampa was a cabanicas watchem. But he is telling you, listen now, why he's telling you, they have extended it. Jordan will take us through that.
Yes, in the AXA plant, I made it 370 megawatts. Yeah, in 5 years. I explain before I explain, October 2022. I'm not AXA for Cotrase. And almost sign new agreement. This time, not 5 years old. 15 years.
These people are shameless.
15 years, I took the contract. If I wanted to show you the formula and everything, but I thought it would be
part
too
advanced. Part 2 will go into
No. Take or pay. Clauses nation. And almost I cost another AXA agreement, a new one. Not in how many years? 20 years. And you know when it's starting? 2027.
Hey!
You won't be in power. Uniho. Oh, 2024. My President Mama, any NDC, negotiating. Woman negotiate contract and say, I sign this. Say,
Oma sign contract
not to her.
No. I say with them in team pay.
The way Nigeria focus.
Yeah, sign contract to carry forward
against 2027 for 20 years.
What's in Nigeria for, baby?
Say they are eating current money
and future money
and eating future money.
Criminals.
And I also know. 15 years. I said, what be
that.
Tema LNG is the most expensive gas in Ghana. 20 years, take or pay.
Cameraman, mo zoom in. And we mo fan to screen so. Journalists, market take or pay. These are the facts.
Now LNG
These are the facts.
Next time we're gonna be dealing with petroleum now. I'll show you how bad this LNG is.
LNG no can or more project no
liquefied natural gas or what?
I feel no more makoye.
Take or pay, and it's indexed to the price of crude. Any upper limit.
A bomb.
Crude cost echo. You don't do that in gas pricing. Now, Maza, say because of doomso, because of losses, because of debt, because of 3 billion debt, ama omine ma ye din.
Now what can you say?
Until NDC time, inflation is 15% and then 25%. Monetary policy rate no, and the Bank of Ghana yema low na omo determine and now ko jiska e lower ubeji na wait me the amount for. Yeah, time 26 and then 28. Unemployment. Yeah, crofo be brea na mubuofu no. Unemployment. President Mama time 8.6 and then 14.7.
Almost double.
Your debt to GDP 56. And then they were bankrupt from 120 to about 600 million. Credit rating B3. And then Ghana, we are junk. Today, you celebrate, say you're Bokama. You're the cannibal change. And no celebration.
After declaring Ghana beyond it. These people, you wonder what kind of people they are.
Where your energy, right? Sir, default here, you declare no. Rough estimate shows that it will take us 12 years before we recover. Now, are you neighbor, agreement neighbor? The repayment period starts in 2026. And net dollar at the base 16. Meanwhile, we are not servicing our debt. We say we are not servicing the external debt. So we don't carry dollars to take across. Once we start servicing the debt, it means that we will require dollars to go and pay the Euro bond holders. You will see the CD drop like something.
So they are just. Let's just say, even dollar now do 16 cedis, no? It's with
because we are not paying. Can you get the 20? It will hit us. It will hit us. And they've deliberately made it say, President Mama Emetria. They are not paying the interest, they are not paying the principal.
I just said John Mahama Ninyame.
Now, Master, you can't cost of living. If you price no boa that may not be enough. You can't say price boa kosro. If you know what cut you as well a day, a kosro. In economics, you be purchasing power parity. Then we'll compare apples with apples. Way, Mr. Motifo, this is very simple.
Yeah.
You can't say tomatoes are cost so debit. You see, under President Mahama, we are Juma. Would you work at a then ultimatum? That's the simplest way to explain inflation.
Yes.
Because there's a mechanical way of calculating inflation. But where your domestic, you can check from the statistical service. President Mahama 2016 minimum wage 8 cedis. President Akufo-Addo time minimum wage near 40 something cedis. I think 48 or so cedis. So they multiply 27 days, you will get 216 cedis. And now Beji. Under President Akufo-Addo, ubenya 486 cedis. You might think say 216 no. A lower. Now 486 no, a higher. The emisa say, and neuko joma it say.
DNS can be to
bag 25 kilo. 2016, and you can check a bag of rice was 100 cedi. There were 216 no, you can buy 2 bags. Under President Mahama no, Jumayeni with your minimum wage, you can buy 2 bags of rice. Under President Akufo-Addo, that minimum wage, say okota, and then ammonia 500. 500 no.
Yes, about
say who divide here, you can't even buy 1 bag of rice.
Na Mahama bro so betimi that 2 bags and
you could. So that is the situation. That's where you find yourself. Now, NDC, you too rare.
You don't only talk
not
about the
enough
problems, the solutions.
To talk about problems. It's not enough to just say in echo. What are we going to do? Master, your first vision, and they say want a power sector that will support and promote industrialization under a 24-hour economy. Because 24-hour economy, no, ube here and you know, no, na etimi aboa ne yie, na agina etintim. Do you want to provide adequate, reliable, and affordable power towards achieving accelerated inclusive growth? Not just growth, but growth that carries the poor, reduces poverty, and enhance social cohesion. You know, you see distribution sector, ECG, you be pay Ghana for near the Oma Shim under a private sector. There be Nyababa. Now you reduce losses no from 32 no and drill it down to the barest minimum. Cash waterfall mechanism no. They say you know POS for kra begia to say enyadwuma will restore the cash waterfall mechanism. Na etimi ayeden ayedwuma.
No the opposite chance ya jeje nkani ahu sika na.
Jeje ni nyina.
Yebetu bia ka pepepe.
Yes yo we beji say. POS for say ba. Na oma hwe na oma di.
Omo ho na.
Omo ho. Ye ba saa enema no esu betwa. Na yama IPPs no omo ho ayeden aheha omo. Na energy sector debt no.
Kano.
Esi any banks na eden ye tenase na ye hwe na ye boa na eka no ekofom.
Ono abodozo.
Na ye be increase your gas no so because say no we need about 60. You need ENI for more problem with Abai. ENI for when be credit we free Ghana. We'll restore confidence, bring them back. Near increasing gas no. Na ye timia eden enya more gas na ye dia no enka enyinem nkania no na ya export. If you see a dedicated pipeline from the west to the east. This is what we call an onshore pipeline ebeboa.
Okay.
Na ya sign aye LNG. Na ye reduce debt no. Na ya boa na nkania na ye den agina yie. Na ye gidi say ye first 100 days you bet me reduce losses no. Ye gidi say in 3 months you bet me increase gas production. Ye gidi say be 1 year air connect na nkania na agina yie aye den. Ye exporting nkania.
I have 2 questions for you.
Togo, Burkina, Mali, Omaba. And the minimum say they came said they need more power.
Yeah.
The Chishenya money here will export more power, put Ghana back on a solid trajectory, on a path of solid, prosperous, inclusive growth.
Fantastic presentation. Honorable, this brings us to the end. Your time now, so but I want you to speak to 2 things. Mitie we ye pa. Let's say, what's semba ko edi kan na a wo kan say. Where baby a president Mahamadi e nyina mahode no ko see your generation transmission distribution nyuma wo ye na eni sen kasa mre ye wodum so
At all, master. And the evidence speaks for itself.
is there we giving us the facts.
We dealt with the generation challenge, your delay with transmission problem, your delay with distribution problem, your delay with fuel problem, your delay with financial problem. The generation, we had enough generation, transmission robust, distribution near reducing losses not adequately. Our ECG started posting profits. And now, financial, you did ESLA, any all those things by any
So
boy.
this current doom so we are suffering is unjustifiable.
It's
Now, honorable,
unjustifiable.
the second question. Sisumame, there's long and short of doom so aye komune say abani nisika or the beto fuel. Because sika na Mahamadi ja o machine.
Simple. And then, see, Yenyeska, Dumzo Nebetra. Yenyeska now, all we need to do is to buy light crude oil. Yenya light crude oil, you bet me power and in Kanyana because in Kanyana are available. Many question is said because you've extended AXA, why you take or pay no? So when to me and tall light crude oil na heavy fuel oil na mana, you can power it. Or no so only na you take or pay. You know best how charge you.
Sisumame biem. Na chese o san so person chese sikasemi a edi dum so ya be. Sa dream PDS ya ba womia ema nkofo bi didi ye no. Eno so ka ho bi.
Eka ho bi. Say ba omia na change PDS no from condition precedent to condition subsequent. Condition precedent is say ye wait and sana waji PDS. And Dr. Bawumia free meeting e change ni say mama nya
guarantee no.
Yes, mon kwaje ECG answer. Answer na mo de guarantee number. And yenche ni hun to kwaba ya ye nyina ye hu ba bi ko ya America for say look. Can go for Mamupium.
Final question, Honorable. If we are in Dumso and the problem is not gas, beer, free Nigeria, and Trona, Mudino, what be a cronium problem now? Why don't we have a Dumso timetable? Members of Parliament,
Massa, your free ECG, Gridco, the PURC, Energy Commission, Ministry of Energy, Parliament, yes, some money you could share with Lisa. The first thing is I wanted to know the cause of the problem. Unanimously, omu nyina agi to mu say eye fuel. Na enye transformer, enye technical, eye fuel. Omu gi to mu and it's on record. The Hansard captures everything. Honorable Tachia and sign a
to at least plan our lives.
Owie ye no, na Honorable Tachia as chairman. MPP ni, omo directive. Say from next week, monya de monfa timetable no mra. Ono omu gi to mu, eko prepare timetable no. Omampanyi from say momu release the timetable no be good animas.
Oh,
up to now.
So they are so mobile a timetable near to plan your lives.
Yes.
Now akoya oti energy ministry way. Waka bibi about Dumso timetable. I'm say what the video name our producers. Yeah, boy no near them come on producers. Let us see and listen to what the Minister for Energy has to say about the demand for a Dumso timetable so that Ghanaians can plan their lives.
If you are comparing 4 years, MPP administration, energy sector is 300 times better than Domama.
But we are still experiencing Dumso.
Nobody has said we haven't. I'm just saying it's far much better than Domama ever did.
So you admit there is Dumso in the country?
You do admit that there's Dumso?
That is the word you used. I have never used that word. I promised you that we are going to work on it. And it's not a work that is a single event. It's a process. And we'll continue to work on it for the energy sector to become better.
Have you heard of calls for a timetable?
Ask those who want it to bring it.
They should bring the timetable.
If there is, I haven't seen any timetable. So
but people are calling for it.
Say bring a timetable. What do you mean? The ECG says that there's no timetable coming. Why do you want to bring a timetable? What purpose? Why would somebody get up and wish evil or bad for the country?
No, it's not about how bad it is. Ghanaians are saying.
Hey, Honorable John Janabo. Mr. Crawford.
Can you imagine the president? Mama breast pa na ke mubi. Ako catch Ghana for say mo am go printing mu Dumso timetable.
Now your boss resigned because
yes,
even though Dumso was fixed under him, you know, it was not fixed by the time he gave the public.
So he left.
Where the timetable can try at the pay the 10 minister the taxes via the car.
That is
try at the pay the timetable. Now they try light bill my home.
Can you imagine? And even when Parliament said they should come out with a timetable, omuji to move. Omu feel no machine of last half said no. Omu a printed timetable na. E be how omonti no. Ghana for na sum no musa yenya no on and off up to now.
Honorable, in 1 minute, based on our policy, our vision for the energy sector, tell the Ore and why he must vote for John Mahama in the NDC. This is your camera.
Menua, Ghana for and credit a bakope. The first thing that President Mahama a credit. Sometimes I buy any challenges. But so be share Ghana for him a din tro, a didio matem, a boom tia. It will never happen under a Mahama government. Now, more importantly, you see where the utumira na wachiresi. More interventions of President Mahama and any team. A Juma Yediye, a lifted Ghana from perennial load shedding and a doom saying, I Ghana see baby. Not only see a nyamukania self-sufficient, na ya export TV. Na nyawaye bidano. So the man obey me as I did. The next NDC government we would prioritize the energy sector. Na yedi nimdie, yedi nyensa, yedi ahondi na ashemu. Na within the shortest possible time, Dumso ane abayin grand person meji atumu no. Ye be so ano na energy sector no. Ye provide the power no amamo. Na run a 24-hour economy, a create jobs. Ama economy no grow in the right direction, not a jobless growth, but growth that can be felt by the mass and the bulk of the people.
Onyamisha also, Honorable John Jenapo, Onyamisha, the good people of Yape Kusegu, for giving us this asset, this gift as a nation. We are proud to have you. Thank you for coming. This is just the first of many interactions we are going to have before 7th December.
We'll have a second.
That was Honorable John Jenapo. This was the moment of truth on the energy sector. Hani yedibesi she video we mama ye bape ye bedi nkomo about South Dubai hotels and seminar, and NDC and you will be talking about free SHS and the 24-hour economy. Maybe see if we mama.
Raise your flag to a new dawn. We've walked this path far too long, so let us rewrite all.
This is my friend Taylor. He's doing very well. He's buying cashew from our farmers and preparing it for export. And I was just coming from my house, and this is just close by. And I said I'll stop and see what they're doing and encourage them. He's got a factory in Awisa near Wenchi, and he needs just a little capital to be able to put in the business and get the cashew processing factory going. And so I've promised him that I'll come and see the factory. And if by the grace of God and the votes of the Ghanaian people I become president, these are the kind of people we want to support so that they can create employment for young people. This work that he's doing, look at all these young men, he's employed them to do this work. And so people like this are the ones that we should be encouraging.
Oh, raise your flag to a new dawn. We've walked this path far too long, so let us rewrite all history, for Ghana needs a change.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man. Ghana needs a change.
Oh, raise your flag to a new dawn. We've walked this path far too long, so let us rewrite all history, for Ghana needs a change.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man. Ghana needs a change.
Yo, Abuzanfo, this is NDC and Youth segment. And then you can see Bedin Komo about a policy. And then Atiate say, Asheta Womemu Bia Edi Hunkomo, the 24-hour economy, and our position on the free SHS policy. Yanom, the Bia Umutum Futuru Ghana for Binum any about. So that you will know the truth. And that truth will set you free. But before I go there, in Kontompo bi make rounds I was say dealing with. MPP for policy on the say if you miss the player, If you miss the ball, don't miss the player. Oma hu say baby amamu ne kono. Eye den ya Ghana for beto abetia o. They know they will lose. Enunti Oma hu say they can't beat Mahama if they run a clean issue-based campaign. A campaign based on policies. The omo baba beye. Ne dedi kan kra no de omo aye. A de ahotompuntuo ne adwuma bre Ghana for a enunti e wose ye to abama wo. Omo ni bi ka, omo ni bi kire. They don't have the policies. So what have they decided? They think they can be third time lucky with lies. Enti atra omudinu in opposition 2016 gu John Mahama ne NDC mpenyin foso no. Oma fiti ase bi. Oma start. Oma bonipa bebre pa, oma ne nsɛmtwofo bi akoye meeting. Oma ne bloggers bi akoye meeting. Oma ne omu social media army. Richard Ahiagbamo, omu spokesperson si. They are planning a campaign of fake news, propaganda, and trofita. Ah, yeah, they be good John Mahama and NDC who film him. Because Omunim said they can't win if they play fair. But we have served notice and we are reminding them that this time around, wouldn't trouble ya den okrebeshia, udisia ye be twa. Yentena CBM MMPP form for 6 and nani ebinum 9 through a rather sem and in Kuntumpo. And then no makwa kofa ba. And confirm me say your mugu screen is we your friend Gabi Asare Ojedako, ne mra ne ye Ghana's de facto prime minister. Omampenye Kufuor nuano no. Ono ena newspaper your friend Daily Statesman. The statesman, the newspaper no. Papai ono so dan fifi your friend Mr. Benefsen, munim no Daily Dispatch newspaper ne dia. Me be atwam na ebinum gidi se and ebinum wadwen se wo ye poster. Ene de obi ahu se wo ye lotto forecaster, onye poster papa bia. Benefsen. Ena comedian ba ko so tarenchen Polado Mochi. Ono so ye adwuma wo Metro TV ho no dipa. Oye omampenyi Kufuor appointee. Yet Ghana yenka bi nhye mu makofa urodo rather send biaba on their front pages. Statesman, Dispatch, and other MPP affiliated newspapers say Mahama appointees be adwumayekuo bi a from Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project OCCRP bi o Dubai, a civil society organization o said yen. Na adwumayekuo na koye nhwehwemu e kire se Mahama ho nkrofo bi atoto hotel o Dubai. Na sa Dubai no omo sa hotels na o Dubai no omo de omo adwi mu no omo se eye President Mahama hotels na wagi na ni dia hye na appointees. Imagine these lies. Imagine these lies. And you have MPP social media activists spreading these lies on social media. They are sharing this lie. In just the next 5 to 7 minutes, I want to deal with this issue once and for all with the facts. You can go and do your checks. And producer, give me the three musketeers, the three practitioners of yellow journalism. These are the people I want. Just keep them here for me. Me pese yade to clear. Let's settle the records. It's a story of Moka one seminar about that OCCRP. President Mahama President Mahama's name is not mentioned anywhere in that report from the beginning till the end. So Dubai or hotel Dubai. In the end, I hear a story about Obi and Idinwa report anymore. Okofa Mahama Dimbe Bata. You think that Mahama is a low-hanging fruit that you can always turn into a punching bag? Yellow journalism no more. Baseless sensationalism. She always publishing falsehood and tronkwa. No professionalism. President Mahama So why? How does President Mahama come in? Mobekaya 2016. This same MPP people led by Kufuor and in Kontompo Hine Uraba Olaya. Almost their throne sems are good President Mahama umfin bebre. And the most painful thing they say, many Ghanaians believe them. Almost the President Mahama, we are Ghana sika kusisi hotels. Wakoto hotels. And just our apartment to an investment to hotels. Almost we see hotels in Dubai. Or ship, or way, and people believed it and voted against John Mahama. In fear watching since President Mahama was voted out. He's been in opposition. And then evidence no way. Because President Mahama had no such hotel. He says, Antro na tonsium, unyamia pomo ntoma, and from Abba Makokotwa da Huntino, when you guase. Yebetwaba, or Masanso de Fofraba. Say President Mahama appointees. President Mahama is no longer a president. Why are you bringing his name? They think that by doing that, they can build a certain connection and put corruption on President Mahama. All that is in that report. Now give me the picture of Honorable Inusa Fuseni and Honorable Mosisa Saga. It's about these two former appointees of the NDC. NDC stores, almost that year NDC. And Omudi war report in say they have some investments in certain hotels in Dubai. Mate, Paula Domocho say this is the biggest scandal ever. Really? What is the corruption in this? Where is the scandal? It just said, why are you so desperate to say, you want to make something out of it? You want to make mountains out of molehills? Corruption, no way. Papa charge I had the abode and say, Honorable Mosisa Saga. We invested $133,000 in a hotel in Dubai. Go and read the report. What are the real facts? $133,000. And we invest in 2008. Emra no opposition. Then this is power. We invested Sikano Otuano over a period of Bosomi Dumotrin as will be a war position. Not buying any power. Just $133,000. For a single room apartment, students hostel, single room. And a papa ni munyamfu ya wabobra. Waye juma mfie duasa. Ewo EcoBank. Waye juma with GMPC. Waye juma with many oil companies in Korea. Wabobra. Ye MPA CEO. Waye Deputy Minister for Finance. Waye juma bebre 30 years of his life. Paula Domochre. Our no akobo krono Ghana Airport Company in the name of say Okoto Bonyedua Christmas tree is saying say this man cannot afford $133,000 in 2008 in opposition to make an investment like OBI investment in treasury bills and so on. What are they talking about? Honorable Inusa Fuseni has set the record straight. Some no more cannot say no correct. And he has told his lawyers and they will take up the matter. But what I want you to know is that this has got nothing to do with John Mahama. And the reason why these three practitioners of yellow journalism, led by Bawumia, the liar-in-chief, are pushing this false narrative needs to divert attention. From what? Chrono no more Honorable Okujetu Ablakwa, NDC Amanyoku, Bryce Simmons, civil society, Epa Omohontoma, Omaya Japadi Omotontono. There's a young kofa bibi metum about Dubai hotels. There's a Ghana for said this be uri and imcoswinting. Ni akudi actually. Na ya yensa send your hotels or motono, ye free actually. Tofi aqua ain't. So I thank Daily Post, Yura Mike Dokusi, for setting the record straight. This was his headline. Or say Mahama is squeaky clean. You can't smear him with corruption. President Mahama, ni hu fita ni hu so sa brobe. O de kataje de project arena na why and che. Because wabe sumo meyi as deputy minister, as MP, as minister, as vice president, as president, not one case of corruption established against him are evidence via home. His record is there. And these are their fake stories. Whose stories you baby are? You've be National Voice, you're the Mahama Mfonyini, Daily Statesman, Daily Dispatch, Omunina Mahama Mfonyini, fake stories. And we are serving the notice here. President Mahama has got nothing to do with that story. And even NDC for Mudin will no more chronobia. The omo person wo yi wadwen free so no and me twe wadwen si so the real estate capture chrono no omo bona omo person wo yi wadwen free so I mean twe wadwen si so quickly and munim enche ekra ye hu demonstration 6 hotels eye Ghana adwuma yo 4 dias snete for na ehwe so Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal Beach Resort, Elimina Beach Hotel, Ridge Royal Hotel, Busia Beach Hotel, Trust Lodge. Ye tong yanom omoni papa yakabo momo tong amano Brian Champon. Minister for Agric, MP for Abetifi, MPP mu chochowuro. Enyo no nko ene enkran ha cantonments. Eni baby ewe mu ntwe. Parks and Gardens asase e da ho. Parks and Gardens asase e da cantonments kona kohwe. MPP for acheni nyina ton asase no afomo. These two musketeers. They have superintended over the thievery of Parks and Gardens lands e cantonments. Go and check. And the same Parks and Gardens almost as here Upper West region. They have grabbed the lands. That is why Kennedy Japan says that these people, they are grabbing like there is no tomorrow. They are so greedy. Na Idi Amin Mubutu sese kumukura sa no moye. Sa no moye. Ruto hwene de ni Kenya. Why we bi? Look, sale of Bostal Institute and Krankra Prison. Ewo Roman Ridge here. And sase da wo prison lands. Musuro nyame o masanso aton ni nyina. Prison lands. And Kran here Roman Ridge. Ewo Bostal Institute. Waton. Go and check. Ghana Prison Service Barracks. Prison Service Barracks. Down kwa circle here. Prison Barracks in Saseno. MPP for maton ni nyina sanso afa. Bungalows. Abaya dwuma for bungalows kakra ka wala born Roman Ridge cantonments airport residential Accra ha bungalows ni nyina so maton ni nyina it say omu nya bi mpo na nchirimba ababa beto. They've sold all the bungalows and now call Labadi Beach Hotel. Not only are they selling the hotel, a hotel making profits, not only are they selling it to a loss making company owned by Brian Champo. Beach you know so empoano anwea no so yaton am Freddie Blake MPP former national chairman. So these are what they are trying to hide from you. Never, never let them divert attention from these critical issues. Obobetna komya so mfie ngotwe ni ombesi eso akomashe yema. Sa dance bi wo se president ma bokoro no a enye newspaper ena nka ye de betoto front page anim. Cause amre state institution ya to yensa afre no. Why can't you investigate the man and bring evidence if you have any proof that hotel be wo baby? He died you in 2020 or say me hotel wo baby amon famra na mon goto e ma o man no went me amfa ma atrofo ye beto aba masanso asate atro ni biem. This is NDC 360 and we are setting the record straight. Ebape we will go into our policies. Dear John Mahama and Shesheye no de bana they don't want us to talk about because omunibi ne policies na boba wo mi ate say dear Jones o aba akoko okogina nipa ni mu a na osun te say akraketo a yaje ne car on first year ne ma me obi ajustia uni license u pistia ye de na wakokum nipa. So we are going into the policies. Producer, we won't take any montage. Let's go into the policies. I needed to set this record straight. Na uko te ase no baby a anya wadwe mu kesene ne se no krebia ewom eyentro eyenkontompo. The story has got nothing to do with John Mahama and the NDC people mentioned in it before come out to defend themselves. Honorable Asaga can clearly afford 133. It's chicken change as compared to the Wimui. Omo abanza as no ton acres. Go to Cantonment and Laboni and go and look at what they're doing. Now, yeah, I catch you say abatwa ye kwakotui. Enyentro enye nkontompo enya atendidie. It's about facts, it's about figures, it's about policies. Why ne won hye pa obi tim dia bo men. That is it. NDC amanyoko ye obi kan ye obi kire. Nti ye begina Ghana fo animu a ye de no kre ene di anim kan. Ye de ahobrase ne omanfo kasa. Ade ba ko na da Ghana fo akoma so pa ye mmofra enwumasua. Isan so bad time bia ne bra wo bre ne bra wo bo nyina ne se ne mma benya baby papa agina. Aso ma me papa oba no ntimi nya baby papa nyina age se ne nwumasua ho enhyehyeye no edim. Age se sa nwumasua no ho enhyehyeye akra no suku a wo kɔ no etinye dimu ne watimi akɔ suku na twa yie na wabɛyɛ panyimpa. Wabɛyɛ doctor, wabɛyɛ lawyer, wabɛyɛ politician na watimi ahwew. That is why President Mahama is passionate about education. Today, we are not looking at education as a whole, but just secondary education. His policy on free SHS is clear. Let me make it clear. Free SHS is one of the topmost priorities of John Mahama ne ma yeto so mienu no. Because wama me ma no be sinu be hu se enyema be ha. It is a priority. MPP for hu sa. But obo person mu use atro ne na da tu mfuturo gu wani. Oh Mahama e baba be twa free SHS mu. Omoboa e yentro. Oh Mahama etia free SHS bill e yentro. What is the position? First of all, let me just give you a brief historical background. Komo ye di ni wa ya ni ono agbo rekopoku ma mi nsi biem esanse mpanyin se abaso ba na mejapai. The facts are simple. President Kwame Nkrumah in 1961 through the Education Act section 21 or the free education ba Ghana was ajefo Kwame Nkrumah na ye 1967 and a National Liberation Council ura kwesi amankwa FIFA eda wona no oni Akufo-Addo papa Edward Akufo-Addo MPP for mu panyin pa omo nana ba kwa friend Kofi Abrefa Buzia doctor me krom do free omo kabo mu muni ya soja fo bi tu Kwame Nkrumah ban 1966 by 1967 no man announce say Nkrumah free education no omo mpe omo twam enti MPP for omo nana nom ni twa free education no 1971 1972 budget samre no na Progress Party PP and etia konwa so Ewura Kofi Abrefa Buzia prime minister president no ceremonial president na Akufo-Addo papa Edward Akufo-Addo omo budget omo finance minister JH Mensah de call parliament ohwemu ehim omo siso kena say free education basic secondary university omo twam tinton time obi an kotua school fees yehwe wanim na yehwe say ohia moane ama scholarship so 1979 and your papa Jerry John Rawlings emro ye ku wieye no ka say ode benwa no emma o mampanyi Ghana fo ato aba yi no nti yenye amamra foforo ye third constitution 1979 constitution and the free SHS eshemu article 10 comprehensive provisions on free education. It was under JJ Rawlings or T NDC Abreso and from there 1981 Kuba into implemented 79 constitution. But in Sri Lanka me say JJ Rawlings ne NDC Adaroma 1992 in your constitution for and on I no Akufo-Addo mo kan say omo nka ho ma ye ntwere isan so omo de omo ya krache for omo she coat omo botai omo ni toast makoni jene ni ko before entimi ntwere constitution but constitution na toast for makofo tro drivers ye kwotwere ye no article 25 article 38 ye de share ho it's a basic education after 10 years of the coming into force of the constitution ye nya ni free primary to JSS secondary education ye ntrem no obi nya binko ye wi a ye nya ni free nkakra if you are Yamra University tertiary na no so ye may ni free it is there and it here papa ko for 2005 na breso 10 years no so ye or started with basic primary and JHS or ye ni free F cube ye papa atamos beto so with many social interventions or be chest in Paboas free standards for basic school children or be free uniforms or be laptops or be textbooks or be eliminated thousands of schools under trees senebeya free compulsory universal basic education tenio universal not only free universal no ebebam you only achieve universal free education when there is access and that is what Professor Mills and John Mahama came to do under their first term second term of NDC Papa Mahama Abreso and also say JJ Rawlings eduaba no Papa Akufo-Addo abegu so Papa Atamos abegu F cube no so na ejina dia and your SHS no me di hu dwuma nti no ye he launched free SHS President Mahama launched free SHS nipa bebre ni mo ka no boye mo ahwe mo because MPP for believes that would throw now repeating for a long time on ebedane no kre and that is what an MPP for throw ni bi about free SHS adane wo nipa bebre adwen mo the things that President Mahama put on free SHS one way but he launched free SHS in 2015 Ekumfi Otuam launched it for all day students in public senior high schools. Samre no mododo obro 320,000. President Mahama Mobia 2015-2016 academic year free education will be into a capreba over 320,000. I'll give you the evidence shortly. Oye and oya sheshe say me we day for secondary school kodo omo ko boarding me pese o me de 120,000 first year for me de omo ka ho. No more so enjoy free education. Because I'm not three secondary schools anymore. Community day senior high schools were 124 ase. We bebre. suku papa laboratories womu buses kahone de keka ho. So he wanted to expand the coverage of free SHS from the day students numbering over 320,000 to over 120,000 borders. Asebi nwa dance here. Ewo paragraph 109 matu mre mi chire producer Fatoso. Paragraph 109 2016 media budget review. Honorable Setekpen present here. Just go and read it. Google, you will see the link. CT4 publish here. Many people publish 2016 media budget review. Oko finance ministry for website. Paragraph 109. I will read it to you. Quote, consistent with the 1992 Constitution, our commitment to make secondary education accessible, especially to needy students, the government initiated the implementation of progressively free senior secondary education in the first term of the 2015-2016 academic year, with 320,488 day students in public senior high schools across the country. The program is to be expanded to cover 120,000 targeted boarding students in the 2016-2017 academic year, unquote. And I'm not sure if you're so because not dance at home. And that is why they approved this budget. MPP NDC approved this media review budget because it was clear. Say, I'm a day for the 120,000 borders. This is in the budget, official government public record. And at the time, IFTs are progressively free education. I said, this is what then opposition leader Akufo-Addo kafa. To MPP Nina the American was a boy. President Akufo-Addo ejitum said the American no kre. We need dancing here. Me dancing in Akufo-Addo. Modern Ghana. In fact, they were not the only one who published it. Several portals, but I'm just showing you one. C-Smart 2014. Then Akufo-Addo kai about John Mahama free SHS. Mahama's free SHS, good news for Ghanaians. Nanado. Was it the 2012 presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party? Nana Akufo-Addo says the president's decision to implement the free senior high school education in 2015 is good news for Ghanaians and should be welcomed by all. Onwa Nekai, Okano Omai FM, Kennedy Japan station. So President Mahama ye we and call the borders beka ho. Fofi Antwata and Ghana for to abetiano. Enyami be bi aye. Omanpenya Akufo-Addo bae in September 2017 obetwaso. Include borders. He didn't start with all borders. He started with only first years. Into also so and progressive na. Kopem se mfie miense echi ebe cover all SHS students. But the hana meko. Says o mampanya Akufo-Addo free SHS na the borders nyina beka ho no. E how bebre ni akwansidie bebre aba ho. Chimato bebre aba ho. Affected the policy. You see abusia? Policy bi betimi aye good. But the implementation no aban na nhwehwe ni ya. Policy no de see ani sunti e de ba ye kra ne ensan to minka. Free SHS is laudable. That is why JJ Rawlings and the NDC provided for it in the constitution. That is why President Mahama started it. And that is why Sir Akufo-Addo abeto aso a eye de e bona baso. And how we want to say ne nhwehwe no o ma anye ni is being shambolic. Internet challenges not doso. The di kind say Sikasem why diama secondary schools. Because the Akufo-Addo de borders ne ka free SHS ne ho no. Wanye sikasem wanye futuo bia ma na anya nsi achi ba ama policy no. No dedicated source of funding. Enti eye frefre kobo. Afi bia so ana ban no tutu na ni hwe bebi obenye sika no de akọ emwa. Eno na de ahoche bebre abeto awofo ne headmasters so ne akyekyrefo so. Adanya e wasn't yesisi ni bebre. The aban ne beto ye wasn't komo to aso wie. Na ye school ni free. Na ebe ma nipa enkora na dos wo school mu ho. Na ama omo baabi atena timi adidi dining hall. Omatimi asua de classrooms. Baby omo be da dormitories. Baby omo be call prayers ni programs assembly hall. Sub facilities ni nyina no. The Akufo-Addo ya na say ya ni free. Ya nsi bi anka ho. The omo beto ye mpo se president ma esi na ye gya bebre aka nwuram. Bebre kakra bi no mato aso. So that was the problem. Interne the traffic light aba yesuku mu. Akra ba akoko gold na akra ba akoko yellow. Oko school bosome ba akọ ne fa. No abetena fie be bosome mienu onim da kra obekọ. Because sika maya ye mie school. Enti nkura ni nyina no na awofo was okofa teacher ni ma no kire ne ba classes fee. classes fee kwa wotua na nye sika ketewa oboka kra nene chemre na na yese school fees wo na yese ye free no oboka mo because of implementation nhihye na ya anye ne ye no nkonwa nkra betena so aye bibie wo ho ebi ni ho ene ko even a big school like Wegehe Wesley Girls na me hwe video na me ra ho your school prefect was speaking say mpakra nkra ne beda so no mawo marketing kete omu ni bi omoda form in their hundreds former students any awofo na boabo sika no to go and serve the situation and na aduane ankra bedi enwa ye den ukohwe abomu pa ye de agu mo so a eche nkwan no so nsuo gina ha mako gina ha ntosi gina ha enyame na make a joy news for your documentary go and watch it uko nkwan as a crazy. You think about it, you don't understand. Because ministers here, omo kanto me school. Omo school akoso GIS ne de. Omo school we bi. Mu wi ane de omo akwa brochire. That is what they are feeding our children. And then akrenya admission say or first year SHS. The prospectus nko a I just okita 100 million. Nyame na meka ya Kennedy Japan or can UTV. Ebi 70 million. Titikano 80 million, 60 million. And sana wetinya to turn ho nyema akọ. Ko school ese fa bokiti bra. Fa sekan, fa we. Ebu awofo komu. Na kra ne ma ntimi ntua school fees for which reason aban say me ntua school fees now. School fees be 1,500, 2,000 no. Obetimi anya 70 million, 80 million. Akwa bo prospectus on kana. I just okobo besia. And as besia no nya bi. Musimu over 30-35%. It affected the policy. So what then is John Mahama's policy on free SHS? They are NDC here. Kasatintin bebrebe you know business medium fee. They na mobile simple. We will improve. Improve the implementation of the free SHS program and enhance the quality of secondary education. Because the President Mahama be free SHS we are coming to improve it. Mebo President Mahama video actually na wan kasa what wasum. So the be entro na MPP for edi no. Be say bibia nim. They are sinking and they think say atron ko an ebetimi aboa wo mo. We are coming to ye be ye ni ye. Ye be hihye ni ye, ye be ye ni ye. Na etimi asipie sita. Na wo be ko free education ni bia. Wetimi asua de ye ya kyere na de ye obewie no wetwa kama. Okọ university I say yes, akrai wa ben. Eno ne ye baba be ye. Na ka bebreba ye say free education wo so awofo obo classes fee to webra sa nyema ni nyina ne ya betwam. That is what we mean by we will review or improve free SHS. That is what we mean. What does this entail? Dear important ye be ye. President Mahama say oba pe first 100 days headmasters omo dey from which house no awofo PTAs achechrefo ka ho other stakeholders civil society yen nyina ye be ye nhyiamu kese company si ba ko for chire danfo na no baba so ma ba to yen nyina ye toato adwene ne afamu aba na ye hu de ye boa free education a ebetumi ama policy no edim enye ono nko na adwene no de bebu o man no. That is a visionary but a humble leader. Yebeyesa conference no waka ho asem. MPP for bebe, CPP for bebe, all political parties will be there. Na ye ya enye me bi ebe pie free mu no. Ini. Ye hwe kwan a oman no betumi anya foto sika ebe ye nsi achi ba ma free SHS. Enti schools no ho nkyere omo biem because sika no wo ho. Omo benya omo sika no bra no. Na de wose ye de ye boa mmofra na disua no ene awofo no omo de aye. Ye kasa ade na ye free are you free indeed. So funding, dedicated source of funding. Sa yellow, green, gold traffic lights double track system no. MY mano, MY. Sebebo anka no pa na area school ye nya free site to. Ye president me say president mama na be twa no pa na area school mu. Because a man kra need to mean focus on. And that is why President Mahama be double track everywhere. Okaso be improve and be review free SHS. That is what he is talking about. Now, how will he do that? E-blocks aka nwuram ye beto aso. Suku adan ye wose ye sika ho classroom blocks dormitories ye wose ye expand ye ba beye. Na nim say ba dan sie dia President Mahama ne din ba ko ye mputunwum awura. Ne din ba ko ne nation builder, ne din ba ko ne osi adan Mahama. Suku so si ye bebre ye to mean kind from basic, secondary and tertiary. And that is what he's coming to do. And enye no kwa ye wo private schools bro ha. E wo Ghana ha. Omo wa adan bebre be free SHS no. Aban na yo mafiri. Se nkra no kra ne enfa omo nko schools na. Omo adan ne omo facilities no omo wo no. Eye papa chen public schools ni bebre. The President Mahama say, wonso ni nipa. Ye de omo beba be ka free SHS no. Na we de na adan e be ka school we de ho a. Na school a wo ye double track no. When you have more classroom facilities, the here say be teacher for bebre. Double track IND. More jobs for teachers, more jobs for staff in the schools by just adding the facilities of the private schools. Apart from the facilities we will build. Afei enuane a enkra ni nya bi ni na oba be ko school aba obe hunu na wotiti di so na ara ho. The reason is that aban no katahye ne proyenti. Ene ye school hu adua ni nyina no enkan no moto no. Enti nkura omuko school owa omumako omuntos bibia yeto ne nkran. Eba fa stock fo nkran no mo won ye disika na ma omo. Na omo no apem krofo ama matoto ama headmasters. Omuto aduane ne nko. Omuto aduane no so kura akwa abantwa wonka. Enti na da ni problem. President Mama so oba obi twam. School bia ye disika na usika waduane disika bebrel. E wo beza ho. Nkura bia school a usika ni. Wa region wono mapem aburo, mapem banche, mapem mo, mapem gari, mapem beans, mato. Modi aye adia modi beye. Then apart from that, they on cranny bia. Omo papa ni oma wofo omo ni bi kura. Ono no school no ye ni free man okra ontumi nko. Because kai sika o de kokra den. En cranny bi wo wa ya fan fresh. Prospectors kofa we bra mattress ontumi nya. President Mahama said something special must be done for them. Targeted. We see a targeted sankra no. Ne more special dispensation bia o metumi akọ. Because if you want me who say enkra ni bebre timi nya admission no. But because of our prospectors na nyama ne boy den nsi no. In their hundreds of thousands o metumi nko school. This is what President Mahama means when he says I will review free SHS. He's not talking about cancellation. He's talking about improving it. Yebe ye ni ye yebe hye ne ma na etimi adim waka and the evidence is there clearly. Producer, give us that video of John Mahama associations and he outlined his vision, not all, but part of his vision for secondary education.
The NDC policy of infrastructure development will again be pursued vigorously to decongest the large class sizes. Abandoned infrastructure in the basic and senior high schools and TVET schools, including the famous E-blocks, will receive priority attention under a new NDC administration. The need to review and improve upon the free SHS TVET policy is no longer debatable. And Angel just mentioned it. We are happy we are on the same wavelength with regards to that. It is a must that we look at the implementation of free SHS again through stakeholder engagements to address the numerous challenges and strengthen its positives. It is thus not surprising that you have incorporated it into the document that you have presented us, which I call the Teacher's Manifesto. We're going to mainstream TVET and STEM into all secondary schools. We don't believe that STEM and TVET should be standalone in special secondary schools. We must mainstream them through all the secondary schools. And so in this regard, we will revamp the science resource centers in order that clusters of schools can use those centers. Luckily for us, the E-blocks have 4 laboratories in every E-block. And those laboratories are going to be used for TVET and STEM education. The imperative of the Free SHS Secretariat being supervised by the Education Directorate is our considered view. The Education Service, which is an implementing agency, has the capacity to implement the Free SHS policy. So we do not agree on a standalone Free SHS Secretariat. We think that it must be integrated into the Education Service as an implementing agency. The NDC will therefore integrate the Free SH Secretariat into the Education Service Directorate and not have them exist as separate entities. I announced to the CHAS representatives last week that we would decentralize the school feeding program and return the responsibility for feeding the students to the school.
And the down, I don't see any. This is the President Mahama we are talking about, that visionary nation builder. Or not the say and oyeni. Obekai, Emra President for 4 years, secondary education 4 years. From 3 years to 4 years. Abra Wednesday school down back Okra. It was Professor Mills and John Mahama that saved the situation by embarking on a rapid infrastructure driver. And cry no more from 3 to do form 4. Now dying we didn't get crisis. Inti ene so so be double track a free ho. Obey free SHS ye feeding obe decentralize ya. Ye ni na chinye waye bida. Waye bida so ne friend no aye boafo. And President Mahama will make free SHS better. You know starting free SHS Kufuado born abaso. This is it. This is it. Mahama's free SHS, good news for Ghanaians. Now we will have a president. Here then our council President Mahama no. Oba will be free SHS. He started it and I will born abaso. And through saying MPP for the dada Ghana for. The no year free SHS no to cover 320,488 day students with a plan to include 120,000 borders in 2017. I better not wait. So it was for me more be and tumfuturungweni. And no creda. President Mahama Kasa several locations. He is coming to make free SHS better. Simple and short. Now you see, I thought I'd be now Kasa say, Obiso NDC for more challenges are more canon. Oh, a Muslim can, more the Amanyo 17 are more can, Opesi a Tuaba Mamo. So today I want to show you Ghana for Omunya NDC for Oma Kwadare wo Mumesuemu, a big cry MPP for Omon Semwa, Omaka about the state of Akufo-Addo's free SHS. And then there was here, and no better John Mahama and Iswadi Huno so. Let me show you some of them. Notable personalities and institutions who have called for a review or improvement of the free SHS policy. Number 1, where Africa Education Watch. You're from EduWatch for short. In 2024 year, February 28th, 2024, and a Ghana web publisher on reporting. If you look at this report, there no more come say. Because of Chima toy wo free SHS ni mu ene ama secondary education ne boaye den than when it was even free. This is Africa Education Watch. Almost 194,862 students could not honor the admissions despite free SHS. Ometwa ya form was secondary. Omentimi anko because of a car. I was a wolf no bo. In this time of free SHS, EduWatch, and kind of full story now, they call for reforms in a review. NAGRAT, National Association of Graduate Teachers, National Graduate Teachers Association, Ibisa. Achere for moma call suapon awie omochira Achere for both NDC for MPP for other political parties in pool. Listen to what they said. NAGRAT calls for review of free SHS policy. 27th February 2024. In the NAGRAT for also say it free SHS one. This is NAGRAT. Graduate teachers. Omuna eda omu jem no munim se decision omofa. They are the ones speaking. NAGRAT. We are not a church for sa omu ekuku no edoso. You were NAGRAT and you were NAT, Ghana National Association of Teachers. We are NAT calls for dialogue to review free SHS. Dialogue now, President Mahama wants them. NAT called for it 15th August 2023. NAT. These are teachers. NAT, NAGRAT, African Education Watch. Why is we Omampenye Kufuado ni maminu yaba? Ken Oforiata. And Chair Yakwano, a finance minister. At the time he made this statement, he was a finance minister. The statement was reported by Manjo Online on 29th July 2022. Latifia Sem is saying, review of free SHS constantly on the table. Oh no, Nebeka say, I will phone you home with Sika, school fees. na yɛn focus on more munisika. Ken Oforiata calling for review. I say review of free SHS na buying where the table so more join home. But they come and tell you outside say President Mahama say obey review free SHS will be trim. But their finance minister says it is on the table or more join home. We say the MPP for see nyatrom. Nyatrom. So na ma yeto obronsam free soro ebeto fam wo. Ipa bia ni wo ye nyatrom. Hypocrisy na no me no. O kan we chese o kwatifi ko hunsu anoma kokode kokoni na waba na afo bebisa. Wo dem a dream review of free SHS no. Obi ka bia o so obi twem. Why are these people like this? Why? You see, Professor Ade, Papa we obi tan this for number 1. Yeah, less not 5. Papa we obeka ho bi. Professor Ade, Gimpa University here one crank kakrake on another ano rector of Gimpa. Penny pa Akufo-Addo appointed no. E Ghana Revenue Authority board chairman na say yen. I say free SHS review must be done immediately 1st March 2024 afia. O say yen ni say hey President Mahama obuoni. Ene watamfo kra you aye. Omo say saa de wo hu kan years ago a MPP for that Ghana for say wo betwam no. E was say yen say ya Professor there. I'm MPP communicators na mo kasa. Muni medication chain Professor there. Obi a wire rector of Gimpa. Enyo don ko another professor so ni. Professor there we there no ADEI. Former rector of Gimpa. We there no ADDAE. Former vice chancellor Legon University of Ghana. Ono so sumuntie no. Professor Dem Mensah calls for review of free SHS policy. These are the experts, the professors, the academics. And your politics no more de kasa. Omo kan de omo free say ebe boa ye mofra, ebe boa wo man no. Your free SHS is poorly targeted. IMF. We kwesi broni. Ba wo mi master. We mu na ba wo mi akọ mo so mo waye no. IMF omo nte ha. Omo ba ya omo so the president America no eye. Free SHS no. Ye hye ni yie a ebetumi aye adwuma yie na eso mfaso no yenya. This is IMF. Former Minister for Information. Bear in mind, at the time he made this statement, he was the Minister for Information. March 21st, 2022. Kojo Opon Kromasem Namike. A+ best friend. Or say government to review free SHS. NABCO others. Enye nkofo no moka say review means cancel. Na President Mahama say be review free SHS so be twem no. Look at Kojo Opon Kroma. We are graphic. Star FM Online. 2022 ton. Because they were going to the IMF for help. No economy na dwega. And IMF will be so say na free SHS no. Mo be ye ye. To say the President Mahama kana na say monye. Say oh ye be pa. Oh, and so omoba no maba be ditro achiro. And some of you believe them. We dey bomochichie kakraka. Bomochichie kakraka. We anya fish. Onya pata. Bomochichie. Den chempa danfo. And we free nsuase abeka kire say den chemawu. Udi na chinye ye. Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boatia Ansem na making. Being Professor Ohwe Akoma MPP ni. Chair no ye Minister for Environment. Muntie de okan here. 8th April 2024 ya. Was it free SHS? Every sensible person will opt for a review. Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boatia. Every sensible. Also onyansani bia. Ohwe de free SHS ne kwa. Onne Mahama be ya adwen say yensa kirem ne yenyine yie na emfa ne ntoma pa infra na mwa ye mofra ne awofo. I can go on and on and on. We asofo mpo kabio Roman fathers. Our friends in MPP saying say we must so enemies of progress and they want free SHS cancelled. Heads of Catholic institutions. Roman father for heads of Catholic institutions want review of free SHS fast tracked. Yajan intentem. Yan sachire mu yenye ni ye. This shows what a visionary leader, what a great thinker John Mahama is. Oh, they had not caught it. Now all of them have caught it. They are vindicating him. Bishop Palmer Bakel, a man I respect and love so much, as he review free SHS policy, Palmer Bakel tells government, 14th May 2022. And he said, John Mahama ne kan na musi muntia. Na grata kan, teacher fuaka, na te fuaka. Roma aso fuaka. Palmer Bakel, Professor Ade, Professor Stephen Ade, everybody, vice chancellors, Obia. This should tell you that what President Mahama has been preaching about free SHS and no never bore me. And by women, copy man, but will lie who. They say, who say, Ghana for Mahuno Creno, that Mahama and a wandering power ban over you free SHS in a year. It was so real policy, no, or no so kebi. More City News Room, May 7th, 2024, yeah, after so could deliver us an UPSA speech. I say more needs to be done to improve free SHS policy. More needs to be done. This is Bawumia. Wakwa kopim. They say they are President Mahama Ekano, and no they are done. I want to. President Mahama, that was say thank you. Obi wo ha beka say oh power me pinti. Let me not say it as it is. But say sebi uti ya. And now you free ya now kodon $1. You are not doing anything about your fun yare no. Free SHS ne eye but eyare. President Mahama or be san yare. No why in ye. Na wo fu anya so mfaso enkura anya so mfaso o men afa ne to mapa efra. Na they say the wakofa ba ku bi aba. Who say bloggers bi oba ba ko me money din to dignify her. Akoye video. Say ye de mra bi aba parliament. Say ye be pass mra age free SHS atum NDC for your preso. You know that lady or Kasa, you know her. It is not true. MPP for any Kasa, it is not true. The minority leader, Dr. Casey Latoforsen, has set the record straight. And I want to read to you what he has said. And Yano Krumpo said there is any free SHS bill in Parliament. No such law has been put before Parliament. Better than NDC for Yakasa for a law to be passed to back free SHS. It is not true. Listen to what Dr. Latoforsen said. In the Twitter handle, so say they claim that NDC MPs are against a proposed free SHS bill is totally false. There is currently no such bill before Parliament. We cannot oppose a bill that we have not seen. For the records, it was the NDC that bet the 1992 Constitution, which provided a legal framework for the introduction of free secondary education in Ghana. Also, it was the NDC that commenced the implementation of the free SHS program in the year 2015 for all day students in public senior high schools, totaling over 320,000, with a clear plan to expand coverage to include 120,000 boarding students by 2017. With the evidence now. Otwaso said, the position of the NDC on the free SHS policy program, as publicly communicated by our flag bearer and leader, is to improve the implementation of the program and address the challenges bedeviling it and through a consultative approach. Thus, the NDC will support any legislation or effort aimed at making the free SHS program better and sustainable. Any. Emrebia obisi ode baba be free SHS ye no yefo aso ye begia tum. Obi ka se yetia or your trofo sibihu. And the whip has supported the minority leader, Honorable Gavin Kwame Abuja, MP for the Clue. NDC minority chief whip Nakase. NDC will support any law or effort to make free SHS better and sustainable. In 2020, they got away with lies about free SHS. The same in 2016, not this time around. Vote for John Mahama for quality and sustainable free SHS. That is what Mahama stands for. Obanwa be ye na ye quality dim. Obanwa be ye na free SHS na tinya tena wa da. That's what we mean by sustainable. And ono asem a waka mabo a kire wo be de hu nchirichiri mu nyina so abra nti abusua ha ene ye de this NDC and U segment they be say next week ye be san so agimre a kire 24-hour economy policy anymore. And this is why you must vote for John Mahama, because not only are these thieves, these crooks, these criminals who call themselves MPP destroying Ghana, stealing our money and making all of us poor, all of us suffer. Policies wo munibi. The what adwen poor the bebanos one near their trust no. Papa ma say na ade na moje afri no. But John Mahama oya bubroko sua ade be yedi and said that. The onyame hira no no. No we hira no. Abusuafo ya papa Mahama the boafo ka no ho ne ho kafo. Me ame maame. Ghana fo nyina ye maame. Ghana ba panyi. Lodina Mahama the foundation bia wo. They are jumedie bebre dia boa Ghana for in the area of health, in the area of education, in the area of business development. Dia boa nipa bebre. Na watwe twa mi. Okopiem e wo Bunu East region, Nkrazam Patamu. Okoye ye nuanom mma e wo ho. A omo wa ho kirem adoye pa. Oboa womo. That is the kind of heart this woman has. Our di eboa e Papa Mahama. I'll show you a short clip from that program. Yeba na me the concluding remarks no. Abro, hwe ma me besisi ai.
Ejuma na moye no. Mo ma mo nimre. Determination. I was someone nimre ejuma no. Na mo ye niye.
Ene ebina ya wia ide eya ni jesem na ye nyina ya te ma ya yesua adwuma ya ye masters fo a ye adwuma a ye wo ye nkra ye beda mampanyiri Lordina Mahama ye beda na as first lady
omo friends say ye mbra no na meaning say me benya bibi say di akọ nso say me nya machine me nya ba akọ aka wa na ye mienu ti madwuma be contentem
se sie wa mame dry makoma so ade se menya bi a me de be ya adwuma bet minim kran me fa so a na menya bi me ba ha yi wa nhwehwe wa mame bi se me fa nko ya adwuma na me fa nhwe me ho ne me busua nya me nsura no
wabɛkyɛ machine a yɛmfa nyɛ adwuma ahwɛ yɛ mmɔfra a yɛwo ɔmo a ɔmo start ɔmo so bɛnyina ba yɛ de pamfoɔ nko ɔmo yɛ tire wabro ɔmo so dry
customer be the idea bro say your man don't be rude just be polite that day it can be said you are not in the mood but open bibi edinti sebe oba na wo sere hey you welcome pacha mo na konya mo pensi obi ma no na ojoju omo so de bia o mbeba me pesa me di machines be ma mo na mo dia ko sisifie na wo nenam kese adwuma no ko a wo nye de bi me sira mo because mo ka ho na Ghana economy e ko so mo aka ho enti me sira mo ma mo fa adwuma ni agoro
enkranza na fufuo bodonfuo ya Lordina fiye kurom ya de aseda eni kabia e de ma Mrs Lordina
ye nyina ya adi nyina ya maame Lordina mama nyame nsila no nyame ma na kuma so ade bia mrem na minim say yeso ye muanti no obeba ne kunu beba power ama na be ye first lady because the omaye na bro adwene ne nti ase so